Hey guys, Richard here. So if you're a complete beginner and you want to learn how to do affiliate marketing, this is going to be a great video for you because I'm actually going to give you a resource that'll get you started straight away. Now, this is a resource I talk about a lot. It's called the 12-Step Action Plan, and it's part of a wider membership site called Taking Action Online 3.0, which is actually being revamped and everything within it is being recorded. Now, this is a great time to jump on board. And again, guys, this is completely for free. You can go ahead and jump on board and start working through the action plan and actually building a real business online. Now, this isn't any kind of silly software. This isn't going to make you rich straight away. So if you that's your kind of mindset, you need to move along because this isn't going to be a good product for you. What it is a proper training course that takes you through absolutely having no kind of presence online and no idea what you want to do to actually building a real sustainable business like I've done online using this exact method. So I'm actually going to take you through the plan. I'm going to give you an overview of what each of the sections actually are, and then at any point, if you're interested in this, go ahead and hit the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads and you can get access to this straight away. So once you get access, what you'll find is 12 steps plus this getting started section where you see this new on the actual steps, these are the ones that have been recorded so far. Now, what Philip's actually going to do, who's the creator of this, he's actually going to go through all of the actual site and recreate all of the different modules to kind of freshen them up and then put any of the newer ideas and the newer concepts back into the modules. He's also going to beef them up with lots of kind of free checklists and other resources like case studies to make sure that you really understand how you're actually building your business here. Now, the idea is that you follow along module by module and actually build your business along with him. So the first off is the getting started section. Now, this is a very, very important section, and it's probably the most important one of all of these sections because mindset is the biggest issue that you're going to have as a beginner online because you're going to expect fast results, fast money with very little effort. And that's the kind of thing that's going to stop you progressing online. Because what we're trying to do here is build a real business that's sustainable and actually you're proud of, right? Not some kind of push button BS software. This is a real business. So you need to go through the getting started section and watch all of these videos and understand why certain people are not going to make it online. So if you click watch now, you come through to this section, and then there's all of these different modules that you can go through. Each one of these is a separate video. So there's always an introduction here that Philip does, and then each one of these is a separate lesson that you can go through. So there's the secret of online success, the shiny object syndrome, overcoming shiny object syndrome, and there's a really nice little checklist in there. Why get rich quick does not exist. How long does it really take to make money online? 5 losing personality traits of a newbie marketer, and I've had all 5 of them in my time online. Why does Warrior Plus, JVZoo and ClickBank sell crappy products? And if you've been online for any length of time and you're in the make money online niche, you know what kind of crappy products they sell. How to actually make fast income, and then it's kind of the next section. Let's get going and start making some money, and you actually start on the main action plan. Very, very important. I can't stress this enough because a lot of people will skip over this and actually start wanting to do something. You need to get your mindset right before you go ahead and actually start doing the click, click, click and building things like websites. So next up, we have steps 1 to 12, which are actually the various steps you need to take actually to build a business online. Now, the very important one to start with is you need to figure out what are you actually going to do online and what niche are you going to go into. So it's kind of looking through your interests, trying to figure out what kind of niche would suit you and what you'd be interested in creating content for, because that's what it's all about. To be a proper affiliate marketer or internet marketer, you need to figure out how you're going to build content that actually gives value to people. And this is how you decide what niche you're going to be in. And it takes you through various things like picking a niche, what are good niches, what are bad niches, and then what kind of niches work on social media, what kind of niches you can stay away from. All of that type of information is spread over 14 very, very detailed lessons within this step. Then you have step 2, which is when you actually start building a website. So it's picking a domain name, picking hosting, actually getting your website together. Because remember, guys, building an online business takes some investment. Now, it's not that much. We're very, very lucky. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get a business online, but you do need to buy things like a domain and a website and things like that that you can be proud of and actually start building on. Step 3 is actually social media, and once you have your website in place, at least the basics of your website is, would you like to actually have some kind of presence on social media? So he takes you through various types of social media and then talks about how you can actually have a presence on there, and then shows you how to build up a Facebook page as an example. It's very, very useful again on social media. And then step 4, which is actually step 3 at the moment, because remember he's revamping this and this is one that he's working on at the moment. The YouTube training on here is probably the best YouTube training I've seen completely for free. This will take you from having no kind of presence on YouTube to having a channel that you can actually start posting YouTube videos to. Very, very comprehensive. You follow along click for click and you can actually have a YouTube channel up and running in no time. There's also lots of do's and don'ts here about what you can do on YouTube and what kind of things work best on YouTube to drive traffic. Then it's back to your website, and you're going to have to start building more of a foundation to that website, including things like plugins and things like legal pages and what types of pages you should have on every single post on your website, and then actually how to actually start posting things on that website. Then you have these odd regrouping modules where you kind of step back and he talks you through what you're actually doing and where you're actually going next with this action plan. It's very important because a lot of times you get stuck in actually click for click and not really understanding what's happening next. And these types of modules help you get some grounding again, and then you can progress on to the next step. And the next step is, once you have your website and your social media presence, is what kind of content are you going to actually produce, and how do you find the content that's going to give you the most value and your audience the most value. And so there's things like keyword actual research in here. There's also things like kind of blogging, SEO type modules and tutorials that you can actually go through and understand what kind of content works best on which platform. And then we're back to our social media, and we're also looking at what type of posts and what type of kind of content can you build to expand on your social media. And again, lots and lots of valuable information in here, guys, that you can actually implement straight away. So then step 8 is using free traffic sources. So there's lots of different traffic sources out there that you can use when you're actually getting started, right? And there's certain ways that you need to actually go onto these platforms and behave to get the right amount of benefit from the platform. So if I just show you inside this module as an example, there is a video here that shows you about using the traffic sources overall. And then it talks you through how to use things like Quora and Yahoo Answers, how to use YouTube, Reddit, forums, Facebook. A lot of this stuff you might have heard of them from before, but they're used in the wrong way most of the time. People go on Facebook and try and spam links on Facebook, and it doesn't really work, guys. You need to figure out how to actually do this properly to get people engaged in your content, and this is what Philip actually goes through in step 8. Next up is paid traffic, and he goes through a lot of detail around how you can actually use paid traffic to grow your business. Now, you need to be very, very careful with paid traffic when you're starting off as a beginner, because it can cost you an absolute fortune. It is very, very good for getting very quick visitors to your site, but there's a lot more to it than that, because just because someone visits doesn't mean they actually take an action that you want, and you want to make sure that they're taking the right kind of actions, and this is the module where you'll learn how to actually do that. Step 10 is something that's hugely important to marketing online, is email marketing, and this takes you through all aspects of how to actually go ahead and get your autoresponder, how to actually do email marketing, and then very, very specific things like automation and things like that you can use in your campaigns to make it a lot easier for you when you do things like promotions. So very, very detailed email marketing module there. Then we go back and have another regrouping section, because so far you've learned actually how to go ahead and pick a niche, how to build your website, what your social media presence is. You may have a YouTube channel, you've got your email marketing up and running, so you've done a lot so far in building your business. Now, if you go through this step by step, take it click for click, you'll have that built in no time. But now it's time to regroup and trying to figure out where you go next. And that's really the importance of the next 2 modules. Now, taking things to the next level actually explains to you where you go next with this type of business and what you need to be doing on an ongoing basis. And then rinse and repeat is something that is very hard to kind of get your head around. Is once you have your business online, it's all about producing content and then doing it over and over and over again. Once you get around the understanding that that's what you need to do to grow your business, then your mindset's right and your business will naturally grow. So these two are very, very important steps. Now, everything I just talked to you about, guys, is completely for free. Now, all you need to do is go ahead and hit the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads, and you'll get access to all of this information straight away. So guys, I really recommend that you go ahead and grab this resource. No cost to you at all. If you're interested in starting a real long-term sustainable business online, go ahead and hit that link. I'll see you on the inside. Until next time, guys, take care.